Congratulations sa lahat ng nominees at mga awardee ng Search for Hometown Heroes 2021. Ito ang isang karangalan na handog ng Benita Catalino Yap Foundation o BCYF para ipakilala mga tao na nagsilbing inspirasyon sa lahat dahil sa mga proyekto nila para sa ikabubuti ng mga kasama nila sa kanilang mga komunidad. Ang awarding ceremony ng BCYF ay gaganapin sa November 26 mula alas 6 hanggang alas 8 ng gabi at maaaring mapanood sa BCYF Facebook Live at via Zoom conference. Ang S4HH ay handog ng BCYF sa pakikipagtulungan ng Rotary International, Philippine Army, Management Association of the Philippines, Department of Trade and Industry, Department of Science and Technology at ng RMN Networks. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, bisitahin ang www.facebook.com/BCYFTheHeroes.
Our speaker for tonight. He is the most active public historian on Philippine television and one of the most visible history speakers in social media and cyberspace in the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. He is an assistant professorial lecturer at the De La Salle University, Manila, Department of History, and a senior lecturer at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Department of Broadcast Communication. He holds a BA and MA History and is a PhD Anthropology candidate at UP Diliman. He is also the co-author of the book Bonifacio, Ang Unang Pangulo, and Bayani Biographies, Andres Bonifacio. He is a historical consultant of History with Lord, teleseries Ilustrado and Katipunan. The creator of Xiao Time television segment used by teachers and students on YouTube to help them learn their country's history. He also writes a Saturday column named Walking History for the Manila Times. Let me call on Professor Michael Charleston Xiao Chua to give his inspirational speech.
Thank you, Anne, for that generous introduction.
Thank you,
which
sir.
I made. I thank Mr. Tony Yap for the trust that he gave me. We do not know each other. In fact, I was surprised by the invitation of your staff. But I am honored to know about the works of Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation, and that we are actually kindred spirits because we have Kapampangan legacy, both of us. Marami pong salamat. Of course, I also would like to thank the person who actually invited me, Joie. Thank you so much. Joie Balaong. Yeah. Masaya ako na maanyayahan dito. Kasi kung mayroon mang isang event na every year pinupuntahan ko, isang panata, since 1998, when I was in second year high school, every year walang mintis. Only for once, nag-field trip lang kasi kami nung teacher namin doon when I was in college, na na-miss ko yon. And that is the Ramon Magsaysay Award, the Nobel Prize of Asia. And every time I go to that award, alam mo yon, when I go there, I feel, just listening to the stories of everyday Asians, they're not necessarily rich, they were not politically powerful, but they are able to make Asia a better place with the greatness of their spirit. This is the same thing that I feel now, listening to the snippets of our nominees' stories. Nafe-feel ko na despite all the nastiness and the toxicity na nangyayari sa atin sa social media, and despite that, sometimes people would say, Pilipinas, ang hirap mo namang mahalin. Hindi ako naniniwala doon eh. we show a different face when we are in social media. When we are free to actually release, you know what we call, ang tawag ng iba dyan repressed sexual feelings, no? Or probably repressed anger that we are able to release in social media. Pero hindi ako naniniwala na ganyan ang Pilipino. Na yung mapagmura, yung mapanlait, there are things that we keep inside of us, yung inner naughtiness natin. But, yung pinapakita natin in our everyday lives, outside social media, that is where you see the true Filipino. Yung mga nagmumura sa social media na yan, paglabas nila sa bahay nila, napakamagalang. Subukan lang nilang maging masyado, di ba? Yari din sila. But what I'm saying here is this. Hindi mahirap mahalin ng Pilipinas. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng tao ay katulad ng mga toxic. Go out, meet ordinary people, and meet the people in your own locality, and marirealize mo na ang Pilipino ay mabuti. Yun ang sineselebrate natin ngayon sa gabing ito. At huhugot ako sa ating mga ninuno para maipaliwanag ano ba itong ginawa ng mga nominees natin. Because, and by the way, I would like to share my screen. Medyo na-promote ako kanina sa kumustahan natin ni Sir Tony, ano? Thank you so much. Na-promote ako ng kaunti. Lulubos-lubusin ko na. I have a YouTube channel, Xiao. If you want more content about what Sir Tony was talking about, nandyan po. Follow my social media accounts and my websites for my teachers, xiaochua.net, bakanisxiao.wordpress.com. To my fellow teachers, ito po ang aking alay sa inyo. I would like to begin in my short remarks, and I will keep it short, no? Hopefully, you know, because we want to give more tribute to our winner, and to the nominees. All of them are winners. But I would like to begin with the hometown hero kasi is, we know we always look at heroism as what? We always look at heroism as parang collective. Di ba? Parang sinasabi nila, collective heroism is the important thing. Di ba? When we are all together. I also believe that. But let us not discount that collective heroism only begins when one person decides that he is going to do good. Huwag nating mamaliitin ang ating sarili. Huwag nating mamaliitin ang kabutihan na nagmumula sa ating kalooban. Sa psikolohiyang Pilipino, ang tunay na kalayaan ay nagmumula sa kaginhawaan. But kaginhawaan can only take effect, magiging mabisa kung mabuti ang iyong kalooban. So in order, and we put it in a higher understanding, ang bayang Pilipino, at ito'y inadapt ni Andres Bonifacio, lalaya lamang at magiging maginhawa kung ang bawat tao ay may mabuting kalooban. Kaya may kartilya ng katipunan si Jacinto. Kaya may dekalogo ng katipunan. At kailangang balikan natin ito. Subalit, makikita rin natin na ang desisyon na gumawa ng mabuti ay dahil sa ating konsepto ng pakikipagkapwa-tao. The concept of kapwa has no direct translation in English. It's a very Filipino concept. The closest thing that we can translate, or the closest way we can translate kapwa is when you see yourself in the other person. Pag nakikita mo ang sarili mo sa ibang tao. Diyan nagsisimula, at sinabi ito ni Gat Emilio Jacinto, ang hindi mo ibig gawin sa asawa, anak at kapatid mo, ay huwag mong gawin sa asawa, anak at kapatid ng iba. In the same way, baliktarin natin, ang ibig mong gawin sa asawa, anak at kapatid mo, yun din ang gawin mo sa asawa, anak at kapatid ng iba. Yan ang basic ng pakikipagkapwa. Yun ang gist. And this is what we showed our visitors, what would become our colonizers. But visitors pa lang sila noong 1521, 500 years ago. They were hungry, sick, and dying. When our ancestors saw them, hindi sila sinaktan. Sila'y binigyan ng pakikipagkapwa-tao. They did not understand the word that they were saying. But the dying crew of Magellan received goodness, humanity, pakikipagkapwa-tao from our ancestors. Binigyan sila ng pagkain, binigyan sila ng mga gamot, sila po ay gumaling at nakapagpatuloy sa kanilang paglalakbay. Ganun po kabuti ang ating mga ninuno. That is where we see our pakikipagkapwa-tao. The pakikipagkapwa-tao that we extended in the 1930s to the Jews who were endangered by the Nazi Holocaust, by the White Russians who were endangered by the takeover of Communist China, that this was in 1949. We sheltered them in a place very near where Magellan was actually sheltered by our ancestors. And of course, the Vietnamese boat people who were affected by the war. Bakit ganito ang Pilipino? We always look at heroes as superheroes. Why? Because in the West, the superhero is based on Greek gods. Kailangan extraordinary ang lakas, very powerful, very brave. But our concept of hero is not a Greek god. In the Philippines, it's not so super powerful. The concept of the hero is actually a person in the form of what we call the Bagani. The Bagani was a warrior. And the word Bagani actually meant walang takot. But it came from the word Bayani in Tagalog, Berani in Malay, and Wani in Javanese. Let me explain. May pinagmulan na salita yang Bagani. At ito ay ang Bayani at ang Wani. From the original Austronesian language na pinagmulan ng mga wika dito sa Pilipinas. But what is Wani? Wani in Java ay may kinalaman sa pagtulong sa kakayahan o kahusayan at sa pagsasaayos ng kabuuan o alinmang gawain. What does that mean? We always look at heroes as someone who are fighting for the country, dying for the country. We always look at them as, combatants. We always look at national heroes like Andres Bonifacio or probably Emilio Aguinaldo, but in the purest sense, Wani, which is the root word of the word Bayani, may kinalaman siya sa pagtulong at paggamit ng kakayahan of whatever it is that you have para ayusin ang bayan. Okay, so I have to emphasize this. It's not just bravery or kagitingan, but also kahusayan. Okay? And the good thing about it is, Wani means tumutulong ka at nagmamalasakit nang walang hinihinging o inaasahang kapalit. Dr. Xiao Salazar summarizes the Filipinos' belief in Bayani or the Filipinos' concept of Bayani. May kinalaman sa tungkulin ng bayaning magsaayos ng kalagayang bayan o ng grupong kanyang kinabibilangan, tumulong sa kapwa, lalo na laban sa panganib upang protektahan ang bayan at ang kapwa. Yan po ang Bagani. So, the kabayanihan is with an ordinary person. The Bagani now becomes a warrior with the katangian of the Bayani or the Wani. a warrior or a bagani, kapag marami na siyang gerang napuntahan, tatatuan siya ng tattoo. Fatek. They call it fatek. That's why Wangud was the very last Kalinga woman who is still alive who was able to do this to the warriors of her But group of people. Now, nakakatuwa to kasi if you have batek, if you have a bayani with many batek, no, or tattoos, they call you batekan. Maraming batek means batekan means you are skilled. So in many ways, what we're doing now in the Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation, today, tayo ay nagbabatik ng mga bayani. We are putting awards on them so that we could recognize them. Hindi upang ipagmayabang, kundi upang maging halimbawa. Ganyan po, Batikan, si Lapu-Lapu na nagtagumpay laban kay Magellan nung nakialam na sila sa ating bayan. Noong una, mabuti tayo sa kanila. Tayo'y bayan ng mga magigiliw. Pero nung nakialam na sila sa manlulupig, pinakita natin di rin tayo pasisiin. And so, when you look at the hero definition in Greek, no? Nakakatuwa kasi individualism yung makikita natin. The bayani hindi. The hero is preoccupied with hero's welcome. The hero is preoccupied with the persona of the hero. He knows he is a hero. But the bayani is just like the other people. Ang bayani ay kasama lamang ng bayan, nakapaloob sa grupo. At ang kanyang kilos ay kababaang loob. Ang mga awardees natin, ganito rin. They are not the powerful people that they were, but just it is. You donate 1 hectare of your land to create a school. Hindi ko na alam kung ano ang kabayanihan. Diba? But these are not people who will run for office. These are not people who will be enriched. But they will still do it anyway. Diba? Alam natin yan kasi alam natin na si Napoleon knew he was a hero. Diba? But we have people na hindi natin nire-recognize. But they are bayani. People who died during the revolution, and fought during the revolution, during the wars, ang mga lolo at lola veterano natin, kasama sila dyan. Gayun din, ay mga nagpakita ng kabutihan ng Death March. Pero kasama din dyan, di ba? Tulad ng sinasabi ni Xiao Salazar, in summary, to end, ang bayani ay isang nagkukusang makipagtulungan ng walang anumang bayad sa gawaing pangkomunidad. I see this in our nominees. Nakikita ko rin ito sa ginagawa ng lahat ng bumubuo ng Benita and Catalino Yap Foundation. Nakikita ko ito sa lahat ng mga dating awardees, sa lahat ng mga tumutulong at nagbabayanihan para magawa ang mga magaganda nating layunin. Kaya ang dugo ng bagani, ng mga batikan, na hindi lang magiting kundi nagpapakita ng kahusayan, nakikita natin sa bawat guro na nagsasakripisyo ng kanilang oras kahit na tapos na ang klase para maghanda ng mga leksyon. Nakikita natin na kahit panahon ng pandemya, hirap na hirap sa online learning, sila ay patuloy na natututo upang pagsilbihan ng kanilang estudyante. Nakikita natin sa bawat migrante na nag-remit ng pera upang ang bayan ay patuloy na umangat. Ito'y alay nila sa pamilya, ito'y alay din nila sa bayan. Sapagkat sabi nga ni Andres Bonifacio, ang pagsisikap sa hanap buhay ay siyang tunay na pagmamahal sa sarili, asawa, anak, kapatid o kabayan. Nakikita natin ito sa mga tao na sa kabila ng pandemya, patuloy na lumalabas, patuloy na umaaksyon upang ipakita ang kanilang pag-ibig sa bayan. Sapagkat tandaan po natin, ang pag-ibig sa bayan ay hindi lamang po sa salita. Pinapakita po natin yan sa ating mga propesyon. Dahil ang bawat araw na pag-aalay natin ng ating buhay para sa ating propesyon ay ang ating kontribusyon sa ating bayan. Pero hindi natatapos doon. Tulad na nabanggit ng Benita Catalino Yap Foundation, hindi lang yung paggawa ng mabuti, kundi yung lampasan mo pa ng kaunti. Lampasan mo pa ng kaunti upang ibigay ang extra sa isang malaking layunin. Dahil sabi ni Gat Emilio Jacinto, ang buhay na hindi inialay sa isang balak na dakila ay kahoy na walang lilim, kundi mandamong makamandag. Walang silbi ang buhay na hindi binigay sa isang dakilang layunin. Sa gabing ito, ating ginugunita, pinagdiriwang, ang mga punong malalago ang bunga. Ang mga punong hindi makapangyarihan, ordinaryo, subalit puno pa rin nagbibigay ng buhay, ng hangin, ng malinis na hangin, at nagbibigay sa atin ng silong sa mahirap na buhay na ito. Ang ating mga nominees at ang Benita Catalino Yap Foundation, kayo po ang aming punong mabunga na tinitingala at pinagdiriwang ngayong araw na ito, ngayong gabing ito. Ako po ay nararangal na makaharap kayo at makilala ngayong gabing ito sapagkat ako po ay hinahawaan nyo ng inyong kadakilaan ng diwa ng mga ninuno nating bagani. Marami pong salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you, thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Professor Chua, sa kaalaman na ibinahagi mo sa amin ngayong gabi. Napaka-inspiring po ng message nyo sa aming lahat, sir. Maraming salamat.